On this episode of the Naturist Living Show, Sunsport Gardens in Florida.
This episode of the Naturist Living Show is brought to you by Bare Oaks Family Naturist Park. At Bare Oaks, we offer traditional naturist values in a modern setting. Free your body, free your mind. www.bareoaks.ca.
Welcome, dear listener. My name is Stéphane Deschênes. I am your host for this show and the owner of Bare Oaks Family Naturist Park. And 2015 has been a year of a lot of travel for me. A lot of travel, some naturist, some for my other business. And one of the places that we went during the summer for the first time was the 24th Northeast Festival at Empire Heaven in upstate New York. The 2015 one was the 24th one. It's been going on steady since then. A very interesting place to go. Not very far from Toronto, and we really enjoyed our time there. It was a bit of a break from running Bare Oaks, which is a luxury I have because I have such a wonderful team working there. And that festival is organized by Morley Schloss. And as you heard in an interview a number of years ago that I did with Morley, him and I have a lot of similar ideas about what naturism is about and how a club should be run. So I've always wanted to visit his club, or the club that he co-owns or is a part owner in, and that he helps run in Florida, called Sunsport. Sunsport Gardens Family Naturist Resort is located not far from Palm Beach. So I had a chance in February of 2015, previous to the summer and to the festival, to go to Florida. There were three things I needed to do. There was a gathering, a Unity Conference, it was called, organized by the South Florida Free Beaches, and Shirley was the organizer behind that, and I was going there to represent the INF, so that was part of my reason for being. I also had some research to do at the American Nudist Research Library. I mean, it's a tremendous resource for when you're doing work, and with my course that I'm teaching at the University of Toronto, I'm trying to do a lot more proper research, proper resource. I'm trying to dig a little deeper and find original sources and information for some of the things I'm talking about. Trying to be a lot more academic and proper about it all. And so I needed to do some work there, particularly on Maurice Parmelee, but also on the proper definition of naturism. There was a report that I put together for the INF. Actually, I'll put a link to that in the show notes on what the appropriate definition is, because there had been a lot of variations of it, little twists to it, a word here, a word there. It turns out it was all because of translation errors, because the German never changed, but the French and English changed. But anyway, I'll put a link to that if you want to read the official definition and explanation of how we got there. So since I was going to those two places, I decided that between the Unity Conference was in Miami, and Cypress Cove, and the American Nudist Research Library, of course, is in Kissimmee near Orlando, I decided to fly into Orlando and drive down to Miami, and then in between I could stop near Palm Beach at Sunsport Gardens. So I did spend a couple nights. I got to hang out with Morley. I also got to meet some listeners, in particular Aaron. It was really nice to meet Aaron for the first time, who you heard in the episode on the Whitethorn volleyball tournament, because he was interviewed for that as well. But I sat down with Morley and we had another little chat, more specifically about Sunsport this time. And Sunsport has a lot of things in common with Bare Oaks. It's very similar in size. Of course, it's a lot more lush because things grow all year round. The amenities are good. It's an older club, but it is going through some always upgrades and renovations, and looking to improve things. And of course, they have the weather. It was beautiful and hot. Well, they didn't think so, because it was like 15 degrees and 15 degrees Celsius for you in the U.S. That's 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And they thought that was cold, but where I was coming from, that seemed pretty warm to me. I didn't put anything on, and the pool was heated so warmly that it certainly wasn't necessary. It was a beautiful visit. And so I really enjoyed sitting down and learning more about Sunsport Gardens from Morley.
This is the 50th year of Sunsport. It's our 50th anniversary. Started in 1965. A man named Hugo Forster from Germany had promised his mother he was going to try and start a nudist park here. He came to this area and actually chartered a plane and flew over, looked down, and then he saw the spot, which then was very, very far out in the country from West Palm. Doesn't feel that way now, but it did then. And he said, "That's the place." At least that's the story I've heard. And he came, and it was basically a tomato and strawberry farm with raised beds, and he built it up from there. It's developed slowly. I've been coming here for many, many years, at least 30, but at that time I was bringing my family down from Rochester, New York, and I'd be here during school vacations because I was a school teacher and school administrator. So now, and then when I retired, I moved here full time. So Hugo died in 2001, and we took over in 2002. So I've been, it's a corporation, and I've been the primary shareholder since 2002.
So the listeners, of course, can't see what we're seeing right now, which is beautiful sunshine, despite the fact that back home in Toronto it's snowy, where I'm from. Can you give a little bit of a description of what Sunsport has and what it's like?
Well, I will. Sunsport's 40 acres. It's in the southeastern part of Florida, which has the best weather of any place in the United States year-round. We are very tropical feeling. We have over 40 varieties of tropical fruit trees here. We have lots of amenities, of course. We have a swimming pool that we keep at 87 degrees, hot tub we keep at 102. We have a sauna. We have volleyball and tennis and pétanque. We have a nature trail through the jungle. We have a canal between two lakes, and people can take kayaks and canoes on that. We have a beautiful natural playground because we have a lot of children living here and visiting. We have, we're very much into keeping things natural. We also are ecologically sensitive. The primary heat for our swimming pool and hot tub and showers is solar. We have a full-service restaurant that we pride on the healthful options. We always have lots of vegetarian, vegan options, and we can serve people who want gluten-free meals or dairy-free meals. All our vegetables at our restaurant are always fresh. We don't use any canned or frozen vegetables. And, of course, we don't have trans fat. If you order salmon, you get wild salmon, not farm-raised. So, and probably the preeminent thing is that we're smoke-free. The only smoking allowed on the property is in a couple of out-of-the-way designated smoking areas. Probably we're most noted for being smoke-free. We have a few designated out-of-the-way smoking areas, so no one has to walk by and smell smoke anywhere. And we were certainly the first in the United States to be smoke-free, to have a smoke-free club, and that's important for health reasons. And I'm very proud of that. We, of course, use ecologically sound lighting. And so we're very We even keep tall grass and things around our ponds so that the otters and ducks and animals have a place to nest. So we're very unique in some ways. Actually, some ways very similar to Bare Oaks in our philosophy, in that we welcome diversity. We have lots of young adults actually living at Sunsport and many more visiting. We have lots of children living at Sunsport and more visiting. And we give special rates. Any young adults who are members of the Nature Society or any young adult organization, we only charge $6 a day ground fees for anyone between 18 and 30. And we hold regular event 3 times a year. We have fests, big weekends for young adults, and we cordon off one area of the property for them to have their campsites. They do everything all over the grounds, but we reserve one particular area for them to set up tents themselves. So those are, and we run a children's camp in the summer for a week where people come, or a family children's camp. And families and children come from all over the country to come to that camp in July. And that's a very special camp too, because we have a lot. First of all, everybody's new, the counselors, the parents, the kids, and we have. And it's July, so nudity is very comfortable.
It's also 2 days before the gathering, the 2015 gathering. What's that like?
Okay, that's our biggest event of the year, is our Midwinter Naturist Festival. We have usually over 300 people here, and it's the Nature Society's biggest event a year every year. We have, this year, in 6 days, we have 297 scheduled events. So people have 7 or 8 workshops to choose from every hour. We have great entertainment in the evening, plus drum circles every night, and movies with natural nudity in them, non-exploitive nudity in them. We have our workshops tend to be in areas like personal growth, relationships, alternative healing, arts, ecology, and of course children's activities, and of course naturist issues too. So it tends to be kind of in a new age direction, but it's an exciting thing. We're getting ready for it right now, and as they say, we have people flying in a number of people from Washington State, which is about as far away as you can get in the United States. And we have people flying in from California. We have a couple families with children coming in from Texas. So we had, and of course, lots of people from Florida and a lot of people from the Northeast. We have a lot of Canadians coming down from Quebec and Ontario mostly. And it's really a fun event, and kind of gives us kind of excuse to really spruce up the place really well.
So the Midwestern, is it the Midwest?
Midwinter.
No. Midwinter. So the Midwinter Naturist Festival is always in February?
Yes, it's always over President's Day long weekend, when a number of the states have schools out so that kids can come more easily. That's how we started, is planning it when I could bring my family down. And that's why we've always used this weekend. Also, it's a long weekend because in the United States it's President's Day weekend always. So the people have Monday. Many people, not everybody, many people have Monday off as a holiday. So that's another reason for choosing this weekend. And this year will be the 27th consecutive year here for the Midwinter Naturist Festival. That's probably a record for length of time of any naturist festival type event in any location in North America. 27 years. I'm not sure of that, but I guess that's the case. Yet I want to go back to weather. People have misconceptions about the weather here because, and I said it's the best in the country, we're considerably better than the rest of Florida. Right now, it's a fairly cool day here, but I assure you we're 10 degrees warmer than what you'd experience in Tampa or Orlando. And in winter, in summer, we tend to be 10 degrees cooler, which is kind of counterintuitive because we're further south. But we're very near the Gulf Stream, and we're very often in summer 10 degrees cooler than the other resorts in Florida. I can sometimes fly up north in the summer, say to Rochester, New York, and find it hotter there on some days than here in summer. So it's really nice year-round here.
It does feel in some ways more like Bear Oaks because it's not just about being naked here. There's a lot of nature. You have a lot of focus on lots of plants everywhere, and you're also not clothing optional.
No, we have nudity required in the area around the swimming pool and hot tub and sauna and expected other places. There's a lot more nudity than in some naturist resorts anyway. I won't say most, but in some naturist resorts. We certainly don't bill ourselves as clothing optional. We bill ourselves as a naturist or nudist resort, a family. The full title is Sunsport Gardens Family Naturist Resort. Mm-hmm. And we definitely like the word family in there because that's what it is. There's no activity ever at Sunsport that's not appropriate for children, ever. That doesn't mean children are interested in all the activities. We'll have a dance on Saturday night, and the kids can come if they want, but it's kind of boring, so they'll come in and take food from the snack table and leave. But no, everything is family oriented here, and we're proud of that. We don't. It was just a different atmosphere than a lot of clubs. As I say, every decision made here, we make with certain values in mind. Does it welcome diversity in age group, race, sexual orientation, whatever, marital status? There's never any discrimination here. Is it ecologically sensitive? Is it healthful? Is it family-oriented? Those are the kind of things in any decision we make. That comes before anything else. We'd opted not to have a bar here because that changes the atmosphere of clubs when you put in a bar. But we have pretty much every amenity except the bar, and we don't want that. People can bring wine or beer and have it with dinner. We don't have any rules against it, as long as they're not intoxicated. But we don't encourage it either. We don't, people have to plan ahead. So and we get a lot of people here who are looking for the niche we have, because a lot of naturist resorts are moving in a different direction. And we're very proud of the niche we have, and we have people coming from all over because they want the kind of atmosphere and environment that we have to offer here. And I think Bear Oaks is much the same. The people come because they want the atmosphere. In Florida, there's lots of nudist resorts to choose from. Many, many, many. And we're very nature-oriented. I don't think there's any one that has that has as much natural feel to it. I won't say rustic because rustic implies you don't have the amenities, and we certainly have the amenities. Mm-hmm. But we do have a very natural feel throughout the property, and that's intentional as well.
Well, that'll be it for this episode of the Naturist Living Show. Thank you again for listening. You find links to the items I mentioned in the show notes on our website at naturistliving, one word, B-A-R-E, of course, bareoaks.ca, because we're in Canada. You can also email us. Please keep sending your suggestions, comment, ideas. I appreciate getting them. It's what keeps me going is your enthusiasm. The show's email address is naturistliving@bareoaks.ca. You can also call and leave a comment. You call either country code 1-905-473-6060 or toll-free 1-888-373-9124. Or you can Skype Bare Oaks, all one word. And any of those three will get you into the main Bare Oaks phone system, which is an automated system. You can then just dial extension 333, and that's the extension for the Naturist Living Show. So join us again soon for the next episode of the Naturist Living Show.
This episode of the Naturist Living Show was brought to you by Bare Oaks Family Naturist Park. Traditional naturist values in a modern setting. Traditional values means that naturism is more than just taking your clothes off. It is a life philosophy with physical, psychological, environmental, social, and moral benefits. Bare Oaks Family Naturist Park strives to promote those naturist values in a modern setting that provides the amenities and services that our members and visitors expect. Free your body, free your mind. Learn more at www.bareoaks.ca.